Evangelos Vasus by juror Kip Siebert and Bob Russo. Kip, come up, please. And juror and Bob Russo, our community member, and Evangelos, where are you? Come join us. Founder of the Heritage Home Design Corporation. He's well known here in Essex County and beyond. He is known for his aesthetic sensibility, his attention to detail, and a keen eye for project buildability. So his extensive knowledge in buildability was essential to our jury process. Kip will tell us a little bit about ForeverHere, and then Council Member Bob Russo, who has served in Montclair government longer than any other elected official in Montclair's history, as mayor, as deputy mayor, and currently as council member at large, and who's also a steadfast supporter of modern elders, only he doesn't call us modern elders, was also a member of the Montclair ADU Ordinance Task Force, which was a group of people that actually sat and did the hard work of developing the new ordinance. So first, Kip, will you tell us a little bit about the design?
This was an interesting process to go through. When we met to do this, we were given a spreadsheet with like 7 categories and to rate each of the designs that way. And I was interested in the fact that one of the categories was how it would all blend into the neighborhood, and another one was creativity, innovation, they call it. I was interested to see how that would blend, because if you were going to take a house and make it blend, the simple solution would be to make a little version of the house that was behind, like a carriage house. That's not very inventive. If you make it inventive, it starts to look different. So I thought this version here actually did a nice blend of the two. They built it with a gable roof structure so that it tended to match the houses, the colonials and Victorians in the area, with a sloped roof. But then on this one side facing the south, which is the sun side, they had more glass and it looked more contemporary. So I thought it was a nice blend of a contemporary look with the traditional shape of the house. Inside, they had a very nice flow. They had the living room, dining room, and kitchen in a sort of a T formation, which allowed for people that are disabled to get around really easily. But they put a chimney and a fireplace in the middle of it, which sort of divided the 3 areas without impeding the flow, and also added an element of warmth, I thought, to the inside. So I thought that Evangelos, is that your name? I thought he did a nice job of blending something inventive with something traditional, something that I would live in, since I'm getting to that age where I might be thinking about it. So it's a very nice job.
I guess I am a modern elder. That's a new term I have not heard used, but I'm going to use it from now on. Now, just last week I was 76, so my wife took me to Russo Steakhouse. I had an operation, as Ann and many of you know, a couple of months ago. They took out the sigmoid colon, they took out the appendix. I almost died in the hospital. The nurses were great, Barnabas. So I really came face to face with my mortality, because I stayed 5 days in the hospital. I'm recovered completely now, though there's still some pain, a lot of staples, not stitches they use. But at that age, 76, I said to my wife, I'm going to try to live till my mother's 101, which was 2 years ago when she passed. She would have loved to have had something like this. She had a house in Nutley. She had to sell it, move to my condo in Montclair, lived there 25 years very happily in the Bel Air house, which has a pool, a lot of great people who are modern elders. But she's lucky she had me as a son that had a place she could live in. But now I'm getting to the point, I live where Ann lives and where Sue Craig lives and Luella Dudley. We all live in the Rockcliffe, which is great. But I would like to have had a little house like this. It looks just great to me. I think it's a wonderful design that you came up with. So I'm here to present the check, but I just wanted to say, that I, at 76, feel better than ever. I know I don't look 76, right? But I'm feeling better than ever now that I had the operation, which took out something that was impeding my ability to eat. So the other night I had a very large meal, you know, I've had meals ever since this operation. And my doctor, who was the head of colorectal surgery, she said, you're going to be able to go on another 20 years. So I just warned the town council members. I'm not going to run for mayor, I told them. I said, but I don't think I'm quite ready to retire completely from fighting for seniors, because that is my priority. Young people in the schools, of course, and seniors. And Ann has taught me the intergenerational connection is so important. And when we finally do get a senior center, we're going to name it after our good friend who just passed. And, you know, Jimmy Eason was really an advocate who always told me what I was doing wrong. He was right about what I was doing wrong. But I served as mayor. I served 24 years, 6 terms. My wife doesn't want me to run again, but a lot of people have asked me to continue to serve. So we'll see what happens. It's 6 months away. But I feel as a senior, really a senior at 76, my father died at 75 of stomach cancer, so I had that always on my mind. But as a person of 76 years now, serving longer than anyone else, I really feel there's still more to fight for, especially in the senior center. And maybe you can come and help us design that. So here's the check for our awardee, who's really done a great job. I think we all agree.